There is one thing that is very bad that can make a man feel very big is sex. You shouldn't use sex. If there is something that can make a man very big or feel proud, is sex.
How?
I've ever had sex with your woman very early morning. You go to the workplace and you even feel you're a boss to your boss. You people play too much. I'm being honest. You play too much. I'm telling you. Do you know if your wives wake up in the morning one day and tells you, my guy, you did it.
YUBU.
You feel you're the best. Man. You even feel you're the coach.
How come we've spent like 3 years without having a conversation, without talking? Can you imagine now you're trying to tell me, YUBU, let's go slowly. You're going to confuse people.
No, how?
How can someone reach an extent of thinking that you are the boss of your boss just because you had good sex?
My brother, sex has some evil thing in it. First of all, now let me tell you, you can spend 3 months trying to convince a woman to have sex that you're going to enjoy for less than 3 minutes.
That's true. That one is true. That one is true. I even have examples.
That is a sign that sex has power. You get? 2, do you know that if you give your woman or your wife good sex and she applauses you, you'll see all the men around you like they're rubbish. You get? So, if you are a man who can satisfy his home sexually, not even money-wise, is better than a man who leaves money at home but with very poor sex.
Money has gone far.
I'm telling you.
Okay, you finish.
Now, that is why you can be very rich with poor sex and your body will be satisfying your wife. You get? Exactly. There is no one on earth who does not have sex or who does not want, including even the priest. No one should lie to us. No, I know you're Catholic.
No, I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Protestant.
Yes, but that is being honest. If I'm lying, God knows the truth. I'm telling you.
YUBU.
If I'm lying, God knows the truth. You know very well that we have priests who have children. So where is the lie? Tell me, where is the lie? I know the church is known for fighting people. But now me, you fight me was nothing.
You are still
Speaking the truth has never killed anyone. Even Jesus was killed for being honest. But the problem is fighting someone God loves. It's like you're fighting God.
That is the power of sex.
Yeah, so there's nothing bad from it. The reason why you wake up every day, first of all, the reason why there is no man, men can witness, there is no man who even enjoy staying with a wife in the house. The only thing that forces them is the children they have. You know the truth.
Staying with the
there is no man who even wants to settle with a wife in a house. Because you know what it means. You get? Now, what do you do? What keeps you together is the children. You get?
That is partly true.
So that is the truth. So what else do you want me to tell you? What don't you know? You're a father. I'm not a father, you know.
Where do you get the experience?
You don't know. No, some of us, we are gifted naturally. We are brought into the world maybe to do the things. And after when it's done, I can go back to heaven. When you want to marry someone, you list down. There is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, you look at the age.
The age.
Then B, look at the background.
Background.
C, look at the character.
Character.
And then D. Are you following very well?
I'm even writing down because I have to share this with Juma after here. Yeah, indeed.
You have to look at the denomination of the person.
Denomination.
Which one else again?
E.
Education background.
Education background.
And which one?
E. F.
F. The family background.
Family. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Do you have G?
God fearing.
God fearing. Are we stopping there or we continue?
Continue.
Hey, okay. H.
You look at the health.
The health
of that person.
M, B, C, D, F, G, H, I.
How is that person intelligent? The IQ.
The IQ, intelligent. H, I, M, C, D, F, G, H, I, J.
Is that person jealous or not? That is what we have been talking about.
Hi viewer, thank you once again for joining into this YouTube channel. My name is Daniel Mugoya. Thank you for always being part of the content that we normally publish in this on this platform, this YouTube channel. Normally I post things related to Parliament, but on other sides, when I find something interesting, I still post the same content for you to learn 1 or 2, 3 things from the content that we always publish. Today I am glad that I have met one of my great friends, Onyongyubu. It's been a while not seeing him, but we've been talking through the phone and also meeting at Parliament. But bringing him on this YouTube channel, it has been a while, you know. Yeah. When I was checking the microphone here, I said 1, 2, and Ndugu was like, is it automatic that it has to be 1, 2? Man, Jubu, why are you trying to tease me even before the show?
No, I'm not trying to tease you. I'm saying that because in most occasions, everywhere I go, you hear mic test 1, 2, 1, 2. Can't it be something else like?
I think from today, let us try to change. Yeah, how do you think we can test the microphone?
Just like me, I've changed. I no longer greet people, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do?
I now start gentlemen and ladies.
Why?
Yeah, you know why I do that.
Why?
It used to be ladies and gentlemen because the Queen of England was still alive. So protocol-wise, you have to start ladies and gentlemen. But now, since the Queen is no more and we have the King,
you have King now.
Things have to change. So
it has to change to gentlemen and ladies.
Yes. Go and watch a few interviews where the King and see how they are starting.
Yubu, are you sure this is the new norm now? I don't want to mislead people.
See,
someone,
you see, people have different perceptions of how they see things. Personally, it is supposed to be. You see, if the president is somewhere and the vice president is somewhere, you can't start by saying, Her Excellency, and then you go to His Excellency, you get. You start by the ranking, order of precedence.
His Excellency,
you get.
The president.
But if the president is a lady, what do you do?
Her Excellency,
exactly.
The president. So the King of England is now Prince Charles. So we say gentlemen and ladies.
Exactly.
So gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the show. My name is once again is Daniel Mugoya. Today I am hosting YUBU ONYONG, the former friend of the late former speaker Jacob Oulanya. That was the time when I hosted him on this channel and you got to know YUBU. It's been a while, but Yubu, can you just please say hello to the gentlemen and ladies?
Hello viewers of ogapromoug. You saw me sometimes when I was a young boy, and now I'm a big man. I'm now a gentleman.
I got a lot of difficulties explaining to people that the person I hosted wasn't a young man.
You see, first of all, there is nothing. You see, you don't have to look at someone's size or age Because age is just a number,
it's
and
just a
size
number.
is just the appearance. Even the Bible says, God said, He does not see things like we human do. For us, we see the appearance, but for Him, He sees the heart.
That is God.
That is God. When He was, I think they were choosing the king. Was it King Solomon, King Joseph? Something like that.
My friend Juma there is the one who normally reads the Bible.
Is Juma, but again he reads the Bible.
I am asking, I really ask a lot of questions why he does so.
Anyway, people have the ideas. It's just like...
Well, but Juma, why do you always read the Bible? First time.
I want to be informed.
So you are telling me.
So personally, those who want you to explain, is he a young person or before you look at that, listen to what comes. If you can
from
use
the person.
it, exactly. If you can use it, because if you get to know that is he young or big, so what next? Now that is there. Now you're wasting time to do things that does not concern you. You get exactly. So you have to just focus on how is he managing. Like ask yourself, how is he doing it? That is the key.
You even need to go an extent of asking yourself, how do I get to him?
Exactly.
How can I work with him?
But one thing I can tell you, to see me is very hard, but to get to me is very easy.
What is the difference?
The difference is that you can see me on TV, on YouTube, anywhere, but you can't get to me easily. Yeah, because I'm one person who is always confined.
In one place?
In one place. You get? You can never see me in the bar. You can never see me maybe in the thing of recreation centers. Because people who go there are either taking their children or their children. So the question is, I'm not a child. And I don't even have a child. So there's nothing that takes me there. You get? You can't see me maybe you can find me at times at the beach. And what takes
even
me
those
there,
who can find you at maybe in the church.
It's very, to be honest,
rare.
it is rare. The church where I pray, even people fear, because me I pray in Nakasero. All Saints. Yes.
Cathedral.
Yes.
The other week they opened that new cathedral which was left behind, and it was started by the late Bishop Nkoyoyo.
So people who go there are few. You remember before the church was small. So people who go there are few. Most people are born again, are in Pentecostal churches. But me, I'm Anglican.
Even those who would love to see you don't pray from that church.
Exactly. They don't. You see. And to even find me, how do I go there? I can, you see, the way people see me on TV or on YouTube,
on TikTok.
In real life it is not me.
That's a different character.
Yes. In real life, I'm someone who I talk too much while in front of the camera. But back there, it is even hard to pick a word from me.
Why?
Just I feel, you know, when you talk a lot, I've always said, you end up speaking a lot and you don't say important things. People take advantage of a lot of things you say. And then the other thing is, who am I going to talk to?
And what are you going to tell them?
Exactly, because in my home, I stay alone. And I'm in a stand alone in a confined home. Where I don't have a neighbor, I'm alone in the gate. I just get home, open, park the car, enter the house. I enter. Is
it a life you chose to live in, or you're not yet to that point of staying with people?
No. You see, life is what you make.
True.
You can either choose to stay with the people, but even those who stay with the people, there is that time where they feel they need privacy. But because they have people, they can't. You get? Now me, I see personally, I am not yet ready for a lot of things. So it is better, I need to stay alone so that I can reason. I can get time to focus on what I want. You get? And to make it funny, visitors don't come home. Because home is where I need my privacy. Someone who wants to meet me, you can either call me, we meet somewhere, or we meet maybe at work. But then also the other thing is I don't meet people in restaurants. I don't.
Now, Yubu, you see when you speak like that, you see every time I host you, I get calls from the people you inspire. Some of the people who want to be like Yubu. One, because of maybe the words they hear from you. Two, because of the nature of how you take yourself, or how you treat yourself, your life and things. So when you speak like that, I think that they will have questions like, is he just principled? Is it showbiz? What is it?
Someone who wants to live a life of a showbiz cannot live that life I'm in, because they always want to be seen. You get? But now, the life I'm living is a low-key life. It's not even an extravagant life. Why? Because it is rare to find me going somewhere to spend, because I'm home. I'll cook from home.
And I'll cook for yourself?
Yes, and I'll eat. You get? The only thing I don't do for myself is washing clothes that I take to the laundry. You get?
So what is that you cook best if you are home? And
I'm a person of local food. Beans, rice, posho, sweet potatoes. Yeah.
And our famous kalo, but can you mean
I can't mingle kalo. That's the honest truth. I can't.
I thought you were going to say that you can mingle kalo.
No, I cannot.
But anyway, I think there's something we call personal growth. Like when you're investing in yourself, there are times when you need privacy. So I think when you choose to have such kind of privacy, like having your home being one of the best places to use as a private place, so I think there's no harm in that.
There is no harm.
Hey.
Yes, of course, there is no harm. What do you expect? Living a private life.
Ndugu Yubu, it's been quite some time without hosting Yubu. Today we are here at Red Sox Hotel. Red Sox Hotel is in Bukasa. You can feel the environment. It's another place where you can come and have a conversation with your mind privately.
And it's the easiest place to get me.
It's the easiest place to get you.
And this is my spot.
This small area here, eh?
Yes, this is my spot.
Man, do you know that when you sit here, you can never think about the problems in this world?
You can think about problems because you'll be seeing people with problems moving. You think about problems because you'll be seeing people with problems moving.
How do you tell that someone who is moving has a problem?
Now, one day if you're in town, not everyone who is very dirty looking like a madman is mad. But problems can push you to that life. I'm telling you. You can see someone who is mad and you just know. But people don't carry sacks to move with for sleeping. Because they don't have the sense. But someone with problems, a lot of issues, will understand that at the end, I have somewhere to lay my head. You get? You can never get such people where they dump rubbish. You either find them under the shade. Mad people, even at night, they sleep when their senses are awake. Yeah, they sleep. That is why it is very hard to find a mad person sleeping fully when it's off. But people who have problems, you always see them. And then also now, what brings the problems maybe is the issue. Yes.
Like which issue? Because you see, I'm looking at a situation where someone is moving, then I start imagining that that person, I think he has a problem, has not eaten, has spent the whole day without eating.
There are some people who have problems that is sent to them by their village people. You know, in your village, you have those people who practice witchcraft. You get? You see, practicing witchcraft is so many. You can be a man when you're very rich. You get? People see like you can comfortably even have a family. You get? You yourself, you want to have a family, but you can't. So it has to come to your sense that, okay, what could be the problem? You're going to find out that your village people, one, they have tried to kill you, they have failed. They have tried to destroy your future, they have failed. They have tried to make sure you don't get the job or the money, they have failed. Now, The only problem is they will send you that heavy one that is mixed with your feelings to make you become a womanizer. So when you become a womanizer, you can't settle with one woman. You keep seeing every woman, and once you get heads, they forgive you. They say, we have finished this one.
So those people who are womanizers, they are people in the village are the trouble causers.
You never know. If you find someone who is too much into alcohol, that one does not even have time to think about women. But find someone who does not drink. Go and do research. You're going to find out that much of their money is taken by women. But people who drink, much of their money is taken by alcohol.
So going back to the other point, like you might be in Kampala, you have failed to have a family, and the problem originates from the people in the village. Now, when you say that they have tried to destroy you and they have failed, they have tried to kill you, they have failed. So what is this thing that they are going to do to make you have a bad life, make you not have a family? What's that thing that they will be successful?
They'll curse you.
How?
You don't know how witchcraft is done. I can have bad plans on you. And I have it in me that the moment we get into eye contact, you receive it. Yes.
Yubu.
It is, the problem is you grew up in Kampala, in the city, where you wake up and you don't see things. All your mind is taken by money, people's life you get. You don't have time to think deep. But the people who understand culture knows what I'm talking about. Are you a Muganda?
No.
If you're a Muganda, go back to your cultural people. Ask them, leave out the cultural people we have now. The agencies, these are people who are just angry of power. But go down to that deep, to that old woman or old man who is deep down in the village, who is either even sleeping angry. Some of them can't even get out. They understand what I'm talking about. Leave these ones of Museveni's regime. They don't know anything. These ones are just after being proud and showing the showbiz you were talking about. They don't know anything to do with culture. You get? That's why this day you hear even young people are fighting for culture, because now they know there is some money in it. So people want power. But when it comes to real culture, I one time told you that if I tell you that you're uncultured, you should not even feel bad, because I'm abusing you that you're uncultured according to my culture of a Langi or of Lango. But according to your culture of your tribe, I am also uncultured. You get? That is it. So different culture. That is why you will always sit and say, all people will always tell you, marry from your home. Marry from your home if you want. You know why? Because you're marrying someone who already understands your culture. If you're a Muganda or if you're a Munyankole or a Mugwere and a Malangi and I'm marrying from that culture, trying to bring two cultures together to work can even affect the children. You get? At times you're going to find that is why you produce kids you don't understand. You get? Funny thing, scientists will understand this is time. The only problem is they're becoming too modernized.
So, is witchcraft also in Kampala?
Too much. Too much.
And
it's not with the rich people again, it's with this.
We have the poor, we have the average poor, and we have the rich.
There is also that kind of level of struggling rich people.
There's a struggling rich.
Yeah, there is struggling rich people who borrow money from here to survive, them to pay the other one again. They borrow. They survive like that.
So they are using the principle of rob Peter to pay Paul.
That is it. So you get. So in Kampala, you never know.
Someone was telling me that witchcraft is about mindset.
That is what people think. But witchcraft is real. Yeah, witchcraft is real.
Sure.
That is why I'm telling you, if you want to understand culture, do not listen to people who are young, because they don't know. I get to know the things because I spend 85% of my time with old people. so I can understand. That is why me, personally, I don't seek for comfortability at an early stage.
So, Yubu, can you differentiate, or can you try to differentiate some of these things? When there's what we call envy, and there's witchcraft, and there's jealousness. So normally people confuse most of these things, these words.
Jealousy, I can compare to hatreds. Why do I say that? Because if I hate you, automatically I can never wish you well. And then if I'm jealous of you, I can wish you well, but I would not want you to get to that level somehow. Passion. Where? Listen.
Let's go slow. You can't hate someone with passion.
No, it happens.
How would you? Do you know what passion is?
Now, hating someone with passion, that is now where there is that hatred that is inherited. You get. I can have my children. You have your children. But if we hate ourselves, even our children will hate ourselves. Themselves, you get? No, even if you die or I die, the hatred be inherited.
It's a cycle.
Now that is hating with a passion. But then there is jealousy where I talk to you, but I don't want you to get to some level. I always want us to be together. You get? Even if I get higher, I can pull you closer to do something. It happens. I can pull you closer to do something. But again, after giving you that thing to do, I start getting jealous. I feel like, I want you to do it.
In simple terms, I can wish you well, but I don't want you to go to succeed more than I am.
You no. You can't even succeed more than I am. But there is that something in me that just hates you. You get? Just does not want to see you do it. Yet I'm the one who gave you. You get? So giving you does not mean I don't want you to go higher. Giving you is mean I'm giving you so that you can survive. But there is that something that I'm sure you have ever had that. You pull someone closer, then you start feeling, you get? Now that is jealousy, not wanting something to succeed. You get? You just want it to be, okay, you always want them to be subordinate to you. To do it but be subordinate. Now that is what affects politicians. That is why politicians believe that there is no permanent enemy or permanent friendship. You get? Yet they know they're all politicians. If you want to understand, it is very hard for a politician to take a fellow politician to police or court over money, because they know their problems are the same. You get? Now that is the issue.
Onyongyubu is one of my good friends. Whenever we get time to speak on camera, we speak something that you would love to speak, to get some sense out of it. And that's why in this conversation you might ask what we are talking about today. But to those who are technical, we'll pick a leaf. Yubu, why would someone hate someone? Why would you hate someone? Why would you even develop that mindset of hating?
Oga, one day if you're next to a great person or a politician and you look around and you try to see who they are using and you don't see, then just know they are using you.
One day,
for example, if I'm a politician and I'm always with you and letting you do my things, yet I don't hate you, and you start to look around to see who is YUBU using, and you don't see, count yourself that you are the one. Remember, when I have a position, I will use you to do anything I want, but once I flop, you are the one in trouble. Me, I'm gone.
Sure.
They would just say, during YUBU's regime, you get? During YUBU's regime, Oga was doing this and that and that. Now YUBU is no more. Now feel it. Now that is what happens. And you feel that is how people suffer. So me, I advise so many technical people, civil servants, that try your level best not to get so close to the principal. Because the more you do it, you don't know what is happening to you. You see, you have to be very careful with, oh, is your boss, is your principal? Yes, sir, do the great job, but don't overdo it.
Okay. Now, I want you to categorize this, because now we are talking about hatred. It's better to categorize hatred. We start with the people who surround us. Let's begin with family. Then we get to organizations like workplaces. Then before we get to the top where we have politicians and other leaders.
In a family, you can't hate your own children, but you can be jealous of your wife or your husband. You get? It happens.
You can't hate your own children, but you
because
can be
they are
jealous.
your own. They are your property. You didn't buy or get them from somewhere. You know how you got it. But you and your wife can be jealous of each other. That is how you even see sometimes they are saying that this woman killed the husband, that the husband did this. No, because of that jealousy, or sometimes even greedy. So if you're not jealous of someone, why do that to them? You get? Then among politicians, to be jealous is always trying to be beyond them, or trying to do something that makes you think you are the best. How? By trying to always overshadow these
subordinates.
Yes, that is not hating, because you talk to them, you always speak to them, you want them to say something to you so that you use their words against them. You get? Exactly.
So now, Yubu, anyway, so that is jealous, that is hatred. How about envy?
Envy? I really wouldn't want to, but that is, I think that is just being what? What can I say about envy?
You know why I'm asking about these three things? Going back to what we were talking about witchcraft, and why I told you that people have told me, some people believe that witchcraft is just mindset. You find that someone is just envy, is just jealous, someone is just practicing hatred, it's just hate someone. Because haven't you ever found someone, you ask the person, like, the person is like, I hate Yubu. So you ask the person, why did you hate Yubu? And I just don't know.
No, there is this kind of hatred where I help you hate someone. You get? Just
like you.
Now, let me give you for example. If I'm the boss and you are my deputy, I have the line of people I work with. You have the line of people you work with. You get? Now, there is that unordinary person out like Juma. Juma will become confused whether to stay with you or with me. Time will come because of struggle of power. All levels, all titles, me and you, because of that competition. Or because I'm your boss, I may stop you from doing something that you would like to do. Now you start seeing like, I am a betrayal, I don't allow success, I become an enemy of progress. Automatically, if you hate me, everyone in your lineage will hate me.
To hate you.
You get? Now, Juma, who is an ordinary person, will have to suffer. If Juma comes close to you, my people will hate Juma. If Juma gets close to me, your people will hate Juma. Now, what will Juma be left with? To either side. With you to help your people hate me. So Juma will hate me because your people hate me.
So Juma, it's high time you start looking out for people who are hating you just because you're close to me. And I want you to help Juma. What are some of the red flags that you see that this person whom I think is closer to me actually is hating me?
The first thing is the mouth. There are people who are close to you, they like you, but they can't shut their mouth. Then there are people who use your mistakes to get fame or to be favored. Now, those are people you have to be very careful with. And then fear people who use your mistakes to grade you, because no one is perfect. You get? And then fear people, you see, Uhuru Kenyatta once said, if you want to know a true definition of a man, or a true character of a man, give him power. And you will know what, when you do that, you know what he was talking about.
Like when you give the person power, power will unearth a character of that person, the character which was hidden for long. And because the person has power, anyway, there are around 2 or 3 things. There's power, and there's money, and I think it's the other one is sex. Juma once told me about it. The other one is sex. So normally when you give someone one of the 3, or if I told all the 3, the person's real character which was hidden, because the person,
if there is one thing that is very bad, that can make a man feel very big, is sex. You shouldn't use sex. If there is something that can make a man very big or feel proud, is sex.
How?
I've ever had sex with your woman very early morning. You go to the workplace and you even feel you're a boss to your boss. You people play too much. I'm being honest. You play too much. I'm telling you. Do you know, if your wives wake up in the morning one day and tells you, my guy, you did it.
Ndugu Yubu.
You feel you're the best. You even feel you're the
How come we've spent like 3 years without having a conversation, without talking? Can you imagine now you're trying to tell me, Yubu, let's go slowly. You're going to confuse people.
No, how?
How can someone reach an extent of thinking that you are the boss of your boss just because you had good sex?
My brother, sex has some evil thing in it. First of all, now let me tell you, you can spend 3 months trying to convince a woman to have sex that you're going to enjoy for less than 3 minutes.
That's true. That one is true. That one is true. I even have examples.
That is a sign that sex has power. You get? 2, do you know that if you give your woman or your wife good sex and she applauses you, you'll see all the men around you like they're rubbish. You get? So, if you are a man who can satisfy his home sexually, not even money-wise, is better than a man who leaves money at home but with very poor sex.
Money has gone far.
I'm telling you.
Okay, you finish.
Now, that is why you can be very rich with poor sex and your body will be satisfying your wife. You get? Exactly. There is no one on earth who does not have sex or who does not want, including even the priest. No one should lie to us. No, I know you're Catholic.
No, I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Protestant.
Yes, but that is being honest.
If
I'm lying, God knows the truth. I'm telling you.
Yubu.
If I'm lying, God knows the truth. You know very well that we have priests who have children. So where is the lie? Tell me, where is the lie? I know the church is known for fighting people. But now you fight me was nothing.
You are still telling me.
Speaking the truth has never killed anyone. Even Jesus was killed for being honest. But the problem is fighting someone God loves. It's like you're fighting God.
That is the power of sex.
Yeah, so there's nothing bad from it. The reason why you wake up every day, first of all, the reason why there is no man, men can witness, there is no man who even enjoy staying with a wife in the house. The only thing that forces them is the children they have. You know the truth.
Staying with the
there is no man who even wants to settle with a wife in a house. Because you know what it means. You get? Now, what do you do? What keeps you together is the children. You get?
That is partly true.
So that is the truth. So what else do you want me to tell you? What don't you know? You're a father. I'm not a father, you know.
Where do you get the experience?
You don't know. No, some of us, we are gifted naturally. We are brought into the world maybe to do the things. And after when it's done, I can go back to heaven. Papa, we are here for a purpose. You get? Some of us, you may find we are not here to marry, we are not here to do something, we are not here to... I'm being honest. But from nowhere, you find we are speaking to you, we are telling you things you don't want.
You're here to do some research, then you go back and
we go back, finish. I'm telling you.
Yubu.
And me, I talk without fear.
Hey, you're honest.
Yeah.
And that's why I like you, because right from the interviews we normally have, you have always given your honest opinion right from day one.
But that is who I am. And whatever happens, whether it affects me
or not,
always, Oga, from childhood, if something goes away from me, automatically God brings another one. You get?
But even the last time I came to your home, there was a lady there.
A lady?
Hey.
No, there was not a lady.
Yeah.
No, you have not remembered very well.
Where? Which one? I know, I think I went to Juma's home.
Maybe that was Juma's home. Maybe that was Juma's home, not my home. Because me, my home, a lady. No, a lady in the house. Doing what?
Okay, so we were still talking about things which depicts one's character, and we were talking about power, we were talking about sex, we were talking about things to do with the leadership. So, Yubu, do you have enemies?
Me? Maybe I have people who hate me.
Do you know them?
I don't know, and I don't want to know them. That does not concern me. Whoever hates me, do what you feel like.
Do you know why I'm asking so?
Why?
There are those people who keep on working hard, always, to bring down their enemies, to show their enemies that you can succeed. But it brings me to a question like, if you don't know your enemy, can you even be motivated to work hard? So what motivates you to keep working hard, like you wake up
I just love working hard, that is me. Yeah. However, me, I work hard and smart. Yeah. Because Oga, look at me. You may think I don't even have the energy to drive. But I drive. That is working smart. I need to know that when I do this or do this, this will happen. So now I have to get the logic. How will I do it? At the end, I become successful. So I have no woman, no this and that to divert my mind. You get? By the way, I have to surprise you. I have to surprise you. You see, Oga, like the way people have always talked about Yubu, you need to marry. I'm not a single man. I've told you, I'm not a single man. You get? But I am not married. I am just seeing someone.
You are single, but you're not searching. I think that's the right word to use.
Not that I'm single, but not searching. I'm not single.
You are not searching and you are not single.
I now have two spirits next to me like this. You get? So me, I finally found the rib that was taken away from me. You get? And I'm never taking it back. It has to be fixed back.
So what are these things you're doing to keep that person? Because one, you're not staying together. So how sure are you that this person is there for you?
I am not married. So you can't stay with a lady you have not married. Then two, to get married.
Are you talking about legally marrying like in church?
No, no. Even the lady I'm dating has never stepped my house yet.
But you meet somewhere.
Me and that lady, we have never had sex. Honest truth. But we have.
How long have you been together?
We have spent 4 months.
4 months, eh?
You get?
4 months is fair.
Yes,
4 months
4
is
months.
fair. Juma spent 1 year.
But Juma looks a sharp man already. What do you expect? You can even see the name. You can even see the name. Juma already looks a sharp man. Wama Juma is not even bad to be sharp. That is being just too wise.
So you have never had sex. You've been together. Okay, you've been seeing yourself.
The only thing I like about her, she's too developmental. You get? And she knows what she wants. You get? She's a very self-centered person. She works. She makes her own money. Because personally, I can never ever in my life date a girl who does not work.
Too developmental. This is a quote now I want to put down first of all. How do you tell that she's developmental? You've been with her for 4 months. You've not had sex together.
When you want to marry someone, you list down. There is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, you look at the age.
The age.
Then B, look at the background.
Background.
C, look at the character.
Character.
And then D, are you following very well?
I'm even writing down because I have to share this with Juma after here. Yeah, indeed.
You have to look at the denomination of the person.
Denomination.
Which one else again?
E.
Education background.
Education background.
And which one?
E. F.
F. The family background.
Family. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Do you have G?
God fearing.
God fearing. Are we stopping there or we continue?
Continue.
Hey, okay. Age.
You look at the health.
The health
of that person.
M, B, C, D, F, G, H, I.
How is that person intelligent? The IQ.
The IQ. Intelligent. H, I, M, C, D, F, G, H, I, J.
Is that person jealous or not? That is what we have been talking about.
This one is hard to tell, but anyway, let's go.
No, okay, you can stop there.
Okay.
Now, let me explain that to you.
We start with the age.
Age, one, if you're marrying someone, if you're a man, marry someone younger than you. You get?
Why?
Why? Such that we men, when we grow old, you become more weak. So if you're very weak and you have married a man, a woman who is older than you, she becomes more weaker, but you need someone who can still take care of you while in sick bed.
That is age. But what if the person who is younger than you instead gives you a lot of headache?
Now we shall come to that character.
Okay.
You get?
Now we go. B, background.
You need to look at the surrounding of that person. Look at the friends, the people she deals with. Yes, that is the background.
That is the surrounding.
Is that what they say? Show me your friends and I tell you who you have. Another one.
Like for me, I've showed you Juma, but anyway. Okay, character. C.
Now, when you go to characters, you now need to look at how that person behaves. The character. How that person treats you. Is she ever acting like a baby? Is she always this person that wants to be like a last born? You get? Because no man is ready to tolerate that.
We are talking about the how you see that the person is developmental.
Yes.
Okay. Now we've gone to D, denomination.
Denomination. If you're a Catholic and the person is a Muslim, will your belief be the same? How will you reason when it comes to the biblical understanding? It affects. You get? Now, for example, if you're Anglican and your wife is a Muslim, you know very well that there is higher chance of them convincing you to join. You can confirm from Juma. You see, Juma is a Muslim, but he's dating a Christian. That's why he reads a lot of Bible. You see now where the contradiction comes from.
Juma, the two of them, I know them.
Now, that is the issue. Go to the next.
But I think for them, they're not ready to change. So you will also help Juma to guide him properly how to go about it. Because one time he asked me, he even called me at night, and I didn't have answers. But anyway, E is education.
Now, education background.
Education background. Huh?
See, if you are someone who is educated, you hold a big office, what kind of a mother, a woman, are you going to marry? Or what kind of, because your mother or your wife determines how your children will be. You get? Now, when you marry a lady who is not educated,
to your level,
yes, there is higher chance of you not being comfortable in that marriage. Because you need a lady that when your friends come home, she is able to fit in the discussion. But if you marry someone deep from the village, I'm not saying it's a problem, that is to me, and the men who are like me, there is higher chance of the lady, first of all, not learning the manners of how to keep the people, giving them good hospitalities, or there is high chance of not the lady viewing things according to your view. You see, at the end, you will end up having the wife who is the mother of your children, but cheat with someone you can reason with.
You look out for someone
who can fit. You
fit
need a lady you can sit together at home and share. Have a discussion when you're watching news, for example, the recent election of, you see, if you're talking about Trump, you are the man, and the lady comes to support Kamala.
But now,
just imagine.
Like, is Trump from Massacre?
Exactly. You see. Now, that is what I'm talking about. So you don't have to get bored.
Isn't it two-way? Because you might be not educated as a man, but you will need a woman who is educated.
Now, that is why women who are highly educated tend to overpower their men. Because they are more exposed. And the worst thing is to marry a woman who is more exposed than you. Remember what women want in men is the brain, the sharpness, and the vision. But now, all the things...
Wait, the brain.
How you reason and the sharpness. Because women want people who can advise them emotionally and mentally. They want men who can pick them from one step to another. That is every woman's dream. But now you are that man who is just home. Now that is how old women who are educated with the money are going for
the young men.
The young men, they can bull. Are you seeing? So you look at that.
Okay. That was education background. Now we've gone to family background.
Family background, you go to the witchcraft. There are ladies you bring in your life, even if your rich poverty comes automatically. You start getting funny disease, accident, they're already cursed. Their spirit is not only at all.
You start dreaming about your late judges, your late grandies.
What I'm telling you, the people who are going to watch this have the experience. You may not have, I may not, but they have the experience. You never know, Juma has the experience.
He has not yet told me about that. Juma is my friend. Juma normally tells me about, by that time he dreamt, but anyway, okay. So, you marry a lady, then at the end of the day, just like after few months, you know, poverty attacks your home.
You start getting funny disease, scratches, your skin, you get. You start living a weird life. Even your friends start asking, but man, what has happened?
What has happened?
Exactly. But yet when you are dating them, those things don't, but put them in your house. You carry the whole curse and you put in your house.
So that is family, that is family background. So now, how do you tell that this lady, how do you conduct that research now?
Family background. Look at the people who have married their sisters. That is why it is very risky to marry a lady whose parents separated. She's most likely going to have that character. You get? if you're dating someone and the
like
parents...
you've married someone who has been raised by a
Yes.
single parent.
Or you're marrying a lady whose mother has like 4 kids with different men, put a question mark. There is higher chance of that woman behaving like the mother. That one affects the family badly. I tell that one, take it serious. Take
Not
it
only
serious.
me, even Juma has to take it serious.
That one seems like it has attacked Juma in a way.
I say, Juma, very sorry. We are very sorry. So anyway, so now that is family background. G, God-fearing.
Now, God-fearing, you need a woman who understands the Bible. That every day you're going for work and kneel down and say, a woman's prayer for a man is always very successful. That is why you need a woman who understands God. If a woman prays for you, you will always be very successful. But that only happens if the woman gets all she needs. However, what women should know, if you want to be a queen, you bring harmony in the palace. Bring the king out of the man. I always see so many women there, think this man does not provide, but what you're doing, does it make you qualify? Because you see, a man can marry a ugly woman who respects, who settles, who understands what it means to be a woman, than you who is beautiful, the only thing you have is the face. But when your character is very bad and your brain is empty, you
can't reason.
You feel your business is from your waist going down. They are there. You get? That is why you're going to realize even the men you see in the bars will leave their wives home sleeping and they pick somebody's daughter or somebody's girlfriend and they take out. If they want to enjoy with their women, why are they leaving theirs to sleep and they are taking? You know, before you start dating somebody's wife, are you ready for your wife, or are you ready to share your husband with a young girl before? You get? So if you're a young girl and you're dating somebody's husband, prepare yourself now that you're going to have a colleague. You get? Because do to others what you want it to be done
to you.
If you want a man to do all that and everything for you, what I can assure you is, first bring the king out of that man. Let him know he is the man. Trust me, you will not lack anything. But if you're beautiful, every time a man tells you I'm broke, you feel like you can't. Now, fear ladies, you go to approach and they ask you, can you afford me? Now, the question is, me, a girl, can never ever tell me I'm stingy or I'm broke. You can't call me stingy because I've refused to give you the 100,000 that you don't have. You see, if your father or your parents has failed to give you, am I your father? Should you put that pressure on me? I'm telling you this because the brother would be proud of me.
Onyongyubu.
So many men, by the way, so many men are suffering with this. I one time told someone that the highest percentage of the married couples in Kampala are married to wrong partners. Strictly wrong partners. I'm telling you.
And now, Yubu, when someone has failed to maybe approach the father, sometimes you might not even want to put your parents into these things. You might not want to put your best friends.
If you can't put your own,
the person
listen,
you call your
if you can't put all your parents who are responsible for your being on earth, so you go to blame somebody's son who is just trying.
But you have proved that you can. You are able.
Listen,
if you're still trying, then why did you go for her?
Falling in love with someone is not about affording or having money. You get? If you, Uga, let me ask you, if you are to get a woman right now, two, one knows when your salary enters. If you enter the third week, her parents starts falling sick. I tell her auntie starts falling sick. Are you seeing? They start treating you well. Every time they call, they say I'm with my husband. And you get the one that she's also there. Every time money comes, she tells you, but honey, why don't you go and put some rentals? Why don't you maybe do this? There are ladies who can never date men who don't relate to their families. But again, there are ladies who will tell you, remember, you're no longer mommy's boy. You see that? Now, those are the red flags you see.
So now, Yubu, that is God-fearing. Yeah? Now we've gone to health.
Automatically, that one I don't have to explain.
Like checking for HIV,
exactly.
sickle cells, some other disease like hepatitis B.
Now those ones.
What are some of the red flags that this person has a poor health? And
that one, we are not doctors. I'm being honest. We can't detect that this person is sick, but there are some that you just see. The sickness you can see in someone is their ideology and how they see things. You get how they see things.
Have you ever met a girl? You tell her that we go for HIV test and I'll call you.
There are girls you tell them HIV. First of all, you need to understand why HIV is written in capital letters. That is a clear communication that is something very big.
Why is it written in capital letters?
I don't know, but just know you can never ever find it written in small letters like HIV, AIDS. You know, what shocks me, money is like two things, HIV and money. They're almost the same. Someone who has money can never accept they have. It's just like someone who has HIV, they can never accept. But I'm not saying that people who have HIV are bad, because some are born with it. However, we need to fight to remove the stigma. And having HIV does not mean it's the end of your life. But you have to sustain from it. Because it is better if you are born with it, but it is worst, it is irritating if you get it from someone. You get? So that is what I'm meaning. So Oga, be careful, we still need you alive. May I remember Oulanya one time told me, Yubu, you have a country to lead. Stay away from women and alcohol. You get? And that is what I'm doing. He told me, if you are choosing a woman, it's like choosing a woman that a ring is the smallest handcuffed. You know, a handcuffed for a prison. So choose your prison partner very carefully.
Yubu, it's not a prison partner. I think prison, he used a very, very strange word. Prison, you know what it means? I'm
telling you, you're going to be in life imprisonment with that person. You choose the handcuff. Someone, if you are sharing an handcuff, this one is insisting to go this side, and for you want to take the other side, you know what will come, right?
So this ring is
the smallest handcuff in marriage. It can hold you. There are so many men who are having issues because they have married. Everything is their women's name because of the LOV word. And because they know if I decide to end this, I am losing a lot. They have to suffocate in that. So me, I'm trying to run away from that. You get?
Okay, let's continue. That is health now. So, intelligent.
Someone's IQ. That one goes back to the Kamala and the Trump discussion, the explanation we gave. You see? That is it.
And finally, jealousness.
You know, jealous. We even already talked about being
we already talked about jealous. Yes. So, now, Yubu, all these things...
I've not even given you all, because I'm from A to Z. So, that's because we don't have the time.
Let's first stop at J. Now, you said... You still need to see whether this person is too developmental. The person is too developmental. But now you've seen someone like 4 months. How long is it going to take you to finish all these attributes?
I've seen the assets, all the mind, how her mind has worked for herself. You get? So I know that person when I'm getting close to, it's not only me putting, I'm putting and he's putting. You get? So at the end, I'm the director of the other side, and here, and she's the director of the other side, and here. All in all, if you know you're a man and you have the asset, if you're gone or God calls you, you're pretty sure that all your things remain intact, no messing up. You have seen men who get married, they are rich, they have everything, but after them dying, the whole thing flop. The family starts getting disorganized, the kids start drinking, entering bad groups, you get, just because you got a lousy wife. Who only think about life of showbiz. Yes.
Anyway, because of time, we shall not go deep into other conversations today, but I'm glad that I've met you today, Yubu. People have been asking me where is your comrade Onyongyubu, but because you're a busy person, I always knew that maybe at one time we shall get time and speak again. How do you deal with emotions?
Now, let me tell you something. There's something I wanted to tell you. What is it? Because me personally, I have different belief with emotions. Okay, let me just make it simple. Me, when I'm doing something that I know involve others, I don't attach emotions. I don't. I just do what I'm supposed to do. I leave it there then.
And you walk away?
I walk away and I continue with others. I don't have to be too much into something when there are others. No. I actually make sure I contribute less so that I don't have the power or authority to overcome in. In case there is a loss, I've lost small. Doing a small contribution does not determine your capability or who you are, because personally, like I've always said, I don't do things to impress those who don't care about me. I think about myself first. You get? Because if I don't love myself, I will not. Then the other thing, you know, I only got bad emotions when I remember the story of this lady, Amiro Mitra, who married the first. That is when I felt so bad. People think now small people shouldn't marry. No, like for real. You get? But that lady, trust me, that lady is going to be blessed, and God is going to be. She has.
Why is she going to be blessed?
She has acted as an example to have a very strong heart. You don't know how many women want to marry us, want to get close to us, but they are scared of people's words, criticism. I'm being honest.
They have fear.
Yes. You see the comment that lady posted that I told my husband that, you know, we have become famous in this country because of your size. You know what the husband said? Baby, why don't we shift to another country so that we become famous again? You see? So that is it. So people think being small, if they see like it's ugly, it's just the same like being a very ugly person. You get? Because now, let me tell you, small people is another category, just like we have blacks, whites, you get? But everyone has their level of intelligence. By the way, never ever in your life try to undermine. With time, we are going to take over the whole world.
Small people?
Because people will never concentrate on you. You just do your things from now, you will take over.
Yeah, Yubu. Yubu. You mean, like, if you make a calculation, how many small people do we have? And
listen, you see.
Because now when you say with time you take over the world, how many?
Even Museveni that took over power, he took our power because he had the mind to reason. So the most important thing is to reason. You get? Personally, I'm going to break that record. I'm going to marry a very tall woman. You get? And you know what happens? You can be, you see, for us, small people, you're going to be surprised that we care. We do care a lot about women more than tall people. You rather marry a small person where you have the peace, you have the freedom, you will have your own man, you get, than marrying a man who is tall but will always be cheating, will always be beating you, you get, and you will always be in competition. So which one will you be peaceful? Because the most important thing is understand why is the person small. Because me personally, in the whole clan, I'm the only small person.
Let's go slowly. Understand why the person is small.
Yes.
In the whole clan, you're there?
In the whole clan, I'm the only small person. Not because I have it in gene, you get? But because of now, like me personally, I started talking when I was 6 years. When my mom was pregnant, for all the 9 months, she was bedridden. She was in the hospital. She got accidents. She got a lot of funny things. So the strong medicine that they were using to treat her affected me. You get? Affected me. So how I got the name Yubu, Yubu is Job. The midwife who helped my mom is the one who gave me that name. That because this boy suffered, let us give him the name Yubu, just like Job or Yubu suffered in the Bible. So that is how I got the name Yubu. If you see our last born, even you're short.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you. You get? But now to make it funny, God poured all the blessings on me.
Wow, that's great.
When I was in high school, people used to tell me, but you're too small, we'll employ you. Now see where I am. You see? I can't even be the president of this country.
God willing, and I know you
now
will.
Look at me, the small person. How many youth have I inspired?
Very many.
The whole
I get a lot of calls from people who want to talk to you.
Now, you who is tall, what have you done? What have you impacted in somebody's life? You get? Nothing.
So
women will want to say, okay, man, I need to get married to you. But the problem, what will people say? You get? People will start saying now, what kind of children will you have? You mean for us we don't produce, we produce animals. You get?
I think you need to tell these people to change their mindset because they are fearing what they don't know.
For me, what I can tell women, if you have your man and you love your man, don't do anything to impress somebody. You get? If your family does not support you marrying that man, forget about the family thing. Their main role was to produce you and bring you on earth. Because our parents gave birth to us when they thought our future would be like them. But now, our future look like what we do. You get? So if you have your small man, just marry as long as you're treated well, you're treated like the queen, and you're happy. You get? You choose the life you want. Let that person who is married to a man, but is ever going to run to you, you know, my man is cheating, yesterday I was beaten. So you see, for you have your man who can't beat you. She understands that, you know what, this lady took heart to marry me. You get? Now, those are the things.
So basically, people don't need to judge the books by its cover. You don't judge because someone is small, someone is short, then you think you cannot marry such a person. That's what Yubu is trying to say, short that people, one day you'll get shocked when short people have taken over the world. See,
short people are great. In the Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 27.
1 Corinthians chapter 1
verse 27. You can display this on the camera. On the screen. The Bible says God purposely choose what the world consider weak to shame the strong, and God purposely choose what the world consider useless to shame the powerful, and it happens. You see, and
that is very, very, very much proven by what you're doing right now.
Now, that man who married Amiro, how many men do you think was struggling for Amiro? And the man conquered. He's married and wedded. You see. Now, all the people Uganda ladies who are shouting Amiro, they are dying in Uganda. Amiro is in the US. So what are their women putting on table apart from giving them only sex every day? That is what they think is good.
We are going to end with this, Yubu. If you can remember very well, and I want this to be explained very critically for someone to understand. What challenges did you go through while accepting the person you are?
Me? First of all, let me tell you, I accepted the fact that one, I understood my background, I understood the reason as to why I'm like this. I also thought about what life will I live? Will my children be like me? Until time came and I discovered the whole truth, and I had to accept who I am, and I knew who I am, and I accepted. I now know my capacity and my capability, and I had to believe that yes, I can.
How long did it take you
to know?
Was it a process?
It used to happen a lot when I was in high school, because in primary people couldn't, because I was a head boy already from P4. Yes, from P4 I was already head boy. I've done a lot of things. When I was in P1, I became the English prefect. Later P7. P2, I joined scouting.
Yubu, you were in P1 and you were the English prefect?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Now,
Juma was the English prefect when he was in P7.
No, me. I'm being honest. I'm not lying. When I was in P1 in a school called Later P7, I became the English prefect. Now, P2, I joined scouting. That year I was not a prefect. In P3, I became too much. I became the commander of Cub Scout. Cub Scout is junior to the senior. Now, when I entered P4, we came to Kazi. That's where I met, there is the army person is no longer not there. We used to do this test. I won, I became very active, and I became the head of Cub Scout for the whole Lira district. That is how I started getting to know people to do with the forces. In my life, I actually thought I would be in the military, because I was used to that bush, always moving with ropes, knives everywhere. You know, scouting things. I used to, actually I said I want to be like Baden Powell. Baden Powell is the man who started scouting.
I know Baden Powell, yeah.
So, when I reached P5, I quit scouting. I started music. I did everything people do in school. I even used to run athletics. If the people out who have been doing this with me, I even went to the UK because of running. I was a guide to a blind man, but I used to run the thing for blind people. You get? I hustled. I was very aggressive. I wanted to participate in every activity. You get? So, P4, I was a head boy. Are you seeing? When I joined, actually in my A level, when I joined Bishop Cipriano, I became the health minister. Yes.
So, you are aggressive, you are determined.
I was aggressive, I was determined, and I didn't allow anything. The only thing that I did to allow criticism is living a private life. I was not a person of people. Because everywhere you go, people could tell you words, people, you get. So I lived a private life. You get? I didn't stay to them. The only thing I did when I realized how the future can be was to get close to big people who could help me. People like Sam Engola, people like the late Oulanya. I'm telling you, people like Minister Chiwanda, like who? Like so many people, just like currently I'm a friend to Anita Mong. You get? And through her I will learn a lot. I have to be honest.
So now, how do you ensure that the people who are around you support you in your growth?
One, they understand my capability. One thing good with me is, once I'm your friend, if you hold a big position, I'll never run to you. I'll never always set myself around you. I'll give you the space you need. You get? But if I want to learn something, I'll quietly mark your footsteps and know. I'll make sure I know the mistakes you have done that made you fail. And for me to conquer, I will dodge that mistake.
You avoid the mistake.
Like business-wise. I was impressed when Tayeba said he employed 400 people. Me now, I want to employ 800 people. I want to be the small CEO employing tall people. And if you want the job, you come for it.
I will come.
Yes, anyone who wants a job, you come, and automatically I have to, if I summon you, you come to me. You see?
Anyway, because of time, we had a lot to discuss with Yubu today, because I take time, anyway, because of busy schedules, I take time to host Yubu. But Yubu has got a lot of inspirational words, a lot of conversation here that you can pick a leaf away from the political content that we normally post on this channel. I think you can also take time and watch this very educative interview that I've had with my friend Yubu. But Yubu, don't ever get lost again like that.
No, so, actually, before you end, I'm beginning a move in the whole country. It's called a mentorship program. My main aim is to make sure that I change the mind of every young people. They shouldn't believe that studying, everyone who goes to school will work. They shouldn't believe that it is politics that can make people survive. But your intelligence, the activities you do, and how you spend your leisure, and the people you keep around you. So I'm going to be moving the whole country. So even you, if you want to support the movement, we don't need your money. We need you to support. If you say, Yubu, I'm organizing it, I'm available to go anywhere, to meet anyone, to talk at a free cost. I don't need money. The dream is to change the mindset of the young people, and that is what I'll be remembered for.
All right, thank you for giving me this yet another impressive moment. I hope next time when we meet we shall again discuss.
Should come and work with YUBU Foundation.
Yeah, how is YUBU Foundation, by the way? I remember you had some kids, children, kids.
It's functioning.
I need to pay a visit.
Please, you need to pay a visit. We have a home up country. Towards the now I have 40 people.
How is your mom?
My mom, she's very okay.
She's very fine.
If she was not okay, I wouldn't be here smiling.
I remember when you told me your mom got shocked, got surprised when the LATE Oulanya came with the policeman said, Yubu, what have you done?
Now she's okay.
My son, why have you brought people here? What
she's okay. But of course, Oulanya's family remains my family.
That is good.
That is it, Juma.
So thank you very much for being part of this great conversation. If anything has gone bad, you'll forgive us. For us, we are friends. We all come here to speak our mind. If maybe we have offended you, please forgive us. Maybe next time better, we shall have to try, because that's what we've had for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Juma Nsamba has been behind the camera. My name is Daniel Mugoya Oga. See you next time. Salute.